Hey everybody, TacBishop here. Thought I'd do a video today to help some of you new guys that are trying to pass your CDL general knowledge test. Give you a heads up, give you some of the questions, some of the examples of things that are going to be on the written test. And this is the written test. This is probably the first test you have to take after you're studying, and this will actually help you study your material in your book that you will get from the DMV. You need to stop by your local DMV office, whatever you call it, DOT office, and get this book. This one's North Carolina, the commercial driver's manual. It's a little hard to study, I think, for me. And what I would do is go and practice on these general knowledge tests first, or maybe you could read through it one time. Read through the manual just one time. Don't really try to study so hard. Just read through the manual. Then go and take the practice test. And then, you can compare back and forth. There's 3 types of tests on this website, and the link will be in the description. 3 types of tests: is practice test, and what is the most important two, and the exam, which is a time test. But I wouldn't do the exam test first. I'd do the practice test, so you can refer back to your book and kind of study that way and look up some of the answers in your commercial driving manual. But I'm going to give you an example right now, and we're going to go in the other room and take the test and let you look at the website so you see how it works and how easy it is. And I think there's 15 tests on there, 10 questions on each test. And if you go through all these questions, all 150 of them, and ace each one of these questions and learn everything about these questions, it should be a breeze getting your CDL, no trouble at all. So, or at least your CDL learner's permit. So let's go take the test, and good luck. Okay, so here we are at the general knowledge practice test for the CDL. You notice over here to the right we have 4 choices: the practice test, classic mode, practice mode, or the exam mode. So we're going to take the practice mode. As it states here, there's no time limit. Take all the time you need. You may get the immediate results after each question, along with the reference from CDL manual to help you learn. And there is 15 practice tests, and these are the same questions that's going to be on your general knowledge test at the DMV. So if you can pass all 15 of these questions, or 15 tests, you should have no problem acing your general knowledge test for the CDL. So let's start. We'll just do this test together and show you how this particular site works, and a few examples of what you really need to look for. Now this says, when accelerating, always use the park and brake to slow down. Do not engage the clutch before you take your foot off the brake. Speed up smoothly, gradually, and avoid jerking. Hammer down when your wheels start to spin. So make sure you read all 4 answers. See if it was correct. Make sure you read all 4 answers before you answer. Now the suspension system, you have your 4 choices here. And of course is to keep the axles in place. And as you go along, it tells you you're correct or wrong, and then you click to go on to the next question. How often should you all right, this is one of the examples I was telling you about. How often should you check your cargo? Now if you get in a hurry with this test, you're going to see, oh, within the first 50 miles, oh, that'd be it, correct. Well, that is correct, and that one's correct, and that one's correct. So it's all of the above. And if you click this one first, it will actually mark it wrong, even though it is a correct answer, but they want all of the above. Okay, so that's correct. I'll move on. commercial motor vehicle is CMV is defined as, over gross weight of 26,001 pound. All of the above. Hazardous material, 16%. All of the above. Correct. Okay, let's move on real quick. In the event of an accident, you should remember to do the following, except, see, now there's this, didn't say do the following except for this. Move the victims out of the way immediately, protect the area, notify authorities, stop bleeding. It's kind of a trick question. They don't want you to do this. Correct. Okay, your vehicle is going down a long hill and your brakes begin to fail. What should you do? Pump the brake pedal, downshift, put the gears in neutral, or look for an escape ramp or an escape route. Correct. Okay, the next one, we've got 3 more. Tires should be replaced. Here's another one of those questions. When the tread separates, that's right. Or when it's broken valve stems, okay. All of the above. But if you get too quick and answer A first, you will be marked wrong on that question. Which of the following statements about downshifting is not true? Downshift before starting down the hill, downshift before entering the curve, downshift when you get to the bottom of the hill, downshift before climbing the hill. Well, as obvious as what purpose is downshift when you get to the bottom of the hill, because that is not true. Not which of the following statements about downshifting is true, is which one is not true. Number 9 is which of the following statements about overhead space is true. The heights posted at bridges are usually accurate. The weight of the cargo changes truck's height. Warning lights are always installed on load bridges and overpasses. An empty van is lower than a loaded one. So it's obvious. It's the weight of the cargo changes the truck's height. Correct. Now we move on, one last one. At 55 miles per hour, it takes about 6 seconds to stop a fully loaded truck, and the braking distance is it a quarter of a mile, a football field, 100 yards, 2 truck lengths, or 2 car lengths? 100 yards, correct. I have 10 out of 10 correct, and that's just an example. You can go, like I said, to these other, the exam mode. I'll show you that real quick. It is, each test is timed, but the practice you won't have to hurry. Once the test is complete, you'll get your complete report with correct answers. So it will give you the correct answers, so if you do miss several, then you'll know which questions you need to study. And this, when you complete these tests, then go back and read your manual or whatever your DMV DOT office gives you in your state. It'll make it a whole lot easier to learn these things once you get a good feel for some of the questions. And these are probably the same questions again, but it's timed. See if it's the same question. General knowledge. Okay. Yep, see, it's timed, and we have over here 9 minutes and 56 seconds to answer 10 questions. So you have a minute for each question. But I hope that helps you pass your CDL general knowledge test, the combination vehicle and things like that. This is a great site for that, Trucker Country. The link will be in the description below. So good luck and be safe. TacBishop out.